Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Tannehill now to throw. Escobar with it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete to Graham. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's caught. Stills right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Allen on 3rd down. Flush to his right. found his target. It's Anderson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Green, Detroit! 39! Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Watching that, Barney! Barney!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Allen to throw. To throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kiko Alonso in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And out come the Dolphins now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Back now here on EA Sports.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They get it to him running left. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Akeem Spence in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will make the lead now 26. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go press this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Let's go.
On first down, Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Crowell. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. On the stop was T.J. McDonald. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw is Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Leopard! Leopard!
Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check three.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Set! Over!
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go! Lucky 56.
On third down, Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Out to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
Here's Allen. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his man on the crossing route. Still going. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,
what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I think it's my fault. What's up, gang? Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Got something more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost.